October and September have been filled with earthquake disasters and strange ground activity beneath us. We start off with Marina in upstate South Carolina when she heard something while she was just sitting at her job.
She probably will never see. What the hell was that?
A lot of this went unreported and unnoticed, but some of the residents said they felt this in Summerville, North Carolina, as well as other residents. But that's not the only thing here. We had a situation in Oklahoma where a woman saw the ground started to bubble.
I've never really seen that before. Ooh, wait. I've never seen that happen before. That's actually insane. What is happening? That's so strange.
We can clearly see the ground bubbling there, and that's a sign that a sinkhole is getting ready to open, failed infrastructure, but it was only on one side of the street. This came from some strange water spouts come out of the concrete, is what she meant to say there. This is coming as we have other situations where strange noises as well as being heard in the ground. That another place in Kentucky is happening currently as we speak.
I finally found it again. It's been a couple weeks. I've never stopped looking, and about a mile down the road from the last video, here it is. And it's in a straight line from the other.
So we got to investigate all these different situations here as all this starting to transpire. We're going to get back to all of those so we can show you. But first, there's something happening with the nature here. And I don't know if you're experiencing this. The question is, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. But if you are experiencing this, let us know, because a lot of people are reporting that this is starting to happen.
Hey, can somebody tell me why my apple tree has got blooms on it in October? What the hell?
So, drop if this is happening in your state. I know this is happening in areas like New York and a couple other states that's close to East Coast areas and some Midwest, but it's not happening everywhere, which makes it just that much more strange. Why is it happening in some places and not others? And we can find that all out if we look in the comment section. People will be telling us here exactly what's going on. But the ground bubbling, why is this specifically happening in an Oklahoma neighborhood where a lady wakes up and she says she's never seen it before. It's very strange. And just bubbles start to come all the way down the street.
Wow. Is it over here too? That's concrete, baby. And it's just on this little cul-de-sac. It's not happening on the other one. On this other side, it's just happening on that side. That's so strange. That's a lot of water, though. Huh. Damn.
These are things that right away you should immediately know that this is a warning sign, that you should be contacting somebody to let them know that, hey, we have this situation happen in the city, and you obviously need some intervention right away, because that is a dangerous situation, whatever it is. So the thing is, we believe that was a sinkhole situation. Even with that, the seasons must be changing. And this tells us a lot about the shift that's happening beneath us, subsurface temperatures, a lot of heat happening, and we've seen ground heat change. Even at Yosemite National Park in California, there's a lot of stuff happening here that is usually not happening around this time. So the trees turning green and staying green actually in the degrees, yes, it's been hotter than usual, but it's just seeming like something different here has shifted for sure. And if you're seeing that, let us know. And they also talk about Yellowstone projection shocks readers. 86,000 tremors suggest a non-Hawaiian style eruption. October 6, 2025 from Eco News. They said that the AI found out about some hidden earthquakes that they hadn't detected before. They used AI to scan and found out a little bit different tremors that was hidden from their actual regular data systems. So this is actually something that we're going to be looking further into. Right now, we're taking clips from eyewitnesses, strange events that's happening all across America. But is this something else below us, like potentially maybe some government activity or movement? This is what Derek and Debbie Lewis, should I keep investigating this noise or should I leave it alone? Do you think the government would? This is in Kentucky where he's hearing these underground noises.
First spot I found. I don't know if you can hear it or not. You should be able to. That's pretty crazy sounding, really. Oh wow. That might be the loudest I've ever heard it. We're in the woods.
So if they know that the subsurface temperature is getting hotter, why are they going underground? More recently in Tennessee, they are using the airport hub to build underground with Elon Musk's boring tunnels, and they have an airport strip where they can fly out all the way to France over there in the airport strip. They can go into that area. So to me, this underground situation with these noises happening could be one or two things. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Government activity or earth shift activity happening. Let us know in the comment section what you think about this situation. Speaking of them going to France, it was a radiation spike just recently right over in the area from September 25th to October 2nd. You can see where the purple areas are right over here. And this is like some of the areas I was telling you about. This radioactive spike was interesting because they shut down airports around the same time when they said the shutdown was happening. And we've seen this radiation spike happen a little bit before then. So all these different things are seeming to play out around these times. And in San Diego, I'm not saying that this radiation spike was over there, but between 25th to October 2nd, this was the 29th, and there was this greenish look in the sky. Locals gave no word about what exactly this was. And Mr. MB333 reported this from one of his viewers called Amber.
Over there is the moon, right? That. What is that? It's nowhere else.
But just to be correct, now that I'm tying this together, because radiation in the atmosphere usually looks orange, correct? I'm checking the comments right now to see what y'all say. Does radiation colors turn out being orange in the atmosphere or reddish, pinkish looking color? But there was no word officially on what that was. There's something else you specifically can do that we want to give you too right now because of all this stuff happening with the radiation spikes between October, and I don't think the officials are going to tell us actually what's going on. And this usually shows up around the time when those craft show up, just like it did last time. That's a 3-eye atlas getting close. We got a lot of stuff going on. So a website has came out and it's called Trace Climate or Climate Trace. And again, with this website, let's just be accurate. You can find out all the toxic air in the atmosphere. You can find out just a bunch of different things that's happening in the location that you're at. And this is Los Angeles right now. You can see where a lot of activity is there. I'm just going to pull up the website just so I can be 100% about this situation. This is happening as we speak. And the name of this website, look at it, Spectrum World Class Air Monitoring Instruments. These are a place you can go to check the air quality in your area. Just to be 100% sure and certain about this, definitely greenhouse gases and toxic fumes is exactly what it shows, just to give you that update, Climate Trace. And as all this is happening, as we're speaking about this right now, like we said, in South Carolina, the residents, they said they felt that earthquake situation. They thought it was an earthquake, and other ones didn't know exactly what it was. Just a strange sound. And most of the time when we're seeing all these things showing up, it's not really officially been given or reported at all from any of the officials. So the only way we get this stuff is from you. And that's why right now, if you're here, sjackson2447@gmail.com is how you get all the eyewitness clips out to us. Actually, we're speaking to a professor, and maybe we get him on eventually because he's been predicting how the shifts will happen from 2025, 2026, 2027. He believes 2026 is going to get even worse, and then 2027 is going to progress even further. And we've been looking at how the shifts in the weather and the seasons change every 80 years. We hit that cycle in 2025, and now we're about to see a lot of these different things commence. And that's why the eruption off the West Coast, the actual seamount, is predicted around 2026, 2027. So yes, we have hit critical times for sure. And the story right now that I didn't get to you is the world alert hidden earthquake orders from the military 18 nations that you got to check out here. There's going to be on the left-hand side of the screen. And to support the channel, to help us survive through dire times, you'll have the link in the chat to donate to support us, but to support yourself also and to help your own family, and then have mapped out survival plans and looking at what the military did. The disaster survival guide for only $5.99 is in the chat. Leave all the comments about what you think is really happening here, and we're going to get deeper into it with your videos and investigations. We'll be looking through the comments.